For the last couple of days, the current Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, has, well, decided to get vocal. No, not about the grooming gangs that he knew nothing about, and consequently nothing about the rising crime and all of these sort of things. What you see, what I show you from time to time, chums, are these videos that are filmed live in front of City Hall, and they're basically a chance for people to ask him questions. A complete and utter waste of time. He never answers the questions, just evasive at every time, and that's the reason why he was named as, of course, the worst mayor in the world by the most powerful man in the world, the President of the United States, Donald Trump. And it's all very well Sadiq Khan kicking back saying people want to talk us down. It's not about talking us down, it's about the reality. You see, the other day online, a very respected news presenter talked about as a blonde-haired female walking down one of the most one-time prestigious areas of London, Edgware Road. And Edgware Road, if you haven't been down there for a while, is very precarious indeed. Lots and lots of, shall we say, leering individuals if you do walk up and down that particular area, right? And I understand that as a girl's point of view. She must have felt intimidated. The backlash that she got from the usual culprits, of course, saying, no, you're just attention seeking. No, she's not. It's one of the rifest areas also for mobile phone theft. It's a very sort of, shall we say, to be kind, diverse area. Now, where this is really interesting, in my opinion, is you don't have to go too far in London to see what an absolute third world dump the place has now become, all thanks to the embracing of the multicultural society. People who have no respect for our laws, trample over everything that we believe in, and consequently make you feel intimidated in the very heart of London. Now, you would have thought inches away from the Palace of Westminster, things might be a little bit tighter on the control level, particularly with the Mayor of London desperate to see himself as a future British Prime Minister. Well, let me explain. Hi, good to see you, chums. Thank you so much as ever for your time, and welcome back, and welcome to brand new subscribers. As I say, if you come to London, you'll know exactly what I mean. It's not all bad news, but you really have to be on your guard. And I think I'm very lucky because, I'm of a certain height and, they tend not to bother you, but I'm very aware that if you're a girl, things are intimidating. I see this with my own eyes on a regular basis, right? I mean, it's very, very nerve-wracking. Interesting though, if you take a look at this particular footage, this is on Westminster Bridge, right? And this is Westminster Bridge, which is seconds away from the Palace of Westminster. So you understand this falls into the jurisdiction of Westminster Council. Now, Westminster Council are always telling you that they're stopping these cycle things, the tuk-tuks, whatever, pedicars or whatever, and, fining people. They never pay the fines. They just don't pay the fines. I showed you recently when I went to film the price list on the front of the bikes, right? And I mean, a journey that is a less than 5 minute walk, £40 per person. So on those bikes, where they're parked on Westminster Bridge, if you simply want to go to Westminster Abbey, £40. Take you 3 minutes to walk there. This is how they're ripping tourists off. Of course, tourists are now not going to be too welcome because Sadiq Khan's got yet another tax that he wants to throw around. You get the picture. But here's where this gets interesting. You'll see on this video all of those tuk-tuks there. You see, of course, those vendors cooking food. Not one of them has a license to strike up there. Personally, I wouldn't touch it. I think you'd drop dead because the hygiene levels on those, when you look at the people cooking it, right, you kind of think, no, thanks. But they've been there for days on end, right? Days on end. Nobody goes to question them at all. If you struck up as a white British me and struck up there, straight on you, absolutely 100%. This is the two-tier system we're now living under. But more importantly, what I would say is, don't engage in this, do not buy the food, and don't go on those particular cycles. But more importantly, that bridge is one of the biggest bridges for phone mobile theft. Now, while Sadiq Khan moans on about, oh, we're talking London down, look at Warren Street, tent city. Look at Park Lane, tent city. No, you're trying to talk up your failure. And that truly is the truth of London. As ever, please be polite and comment. And if you can, like and share respectfully. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.